Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Last month, Raila met the Prime Cabinet Secretary Mousa at his office, that is the Prime Cabinet Secretary's office, to meet Mousa. It was an official visit. Now they held a joint press conference whereby there were questions from the media team, questions from some concerns from Raila's side, Mudavadi's side. So it was all about this nomination. So Mudavadi talked about how he was going to speed up the process of nomination, and he was very optimistic that come mid-June or before the end of June, they shall have submitted Raila Amolo Odinga's name to the AUC. But as we speak, word has it that has not taken place. So I would like us to delve into this matter, because we know that based on the AU calendar, the deadline for submission is 6th August 2024. So how many days are we left with? Probably less than 26 days to have that name forwarded there. I mean, I'm talking about 26 working days. So I would like us to delve into this issue extensively, and I mean extensively, because as to why the government has not submitted the name of Raila Amolo Odinga, I know that is a fact that is leaving so many people with a lot of questions than answers. So before we get there, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. Thank you so much for those who've been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support.
Many of my friends from outside Kenya approached me and told me that this position of AU chairmanship is becoming vacant next year. They have looked around the continent and feel that among the people who may offer themselves, you have the best credentials.
So before we get further on why we think that could have taken place, allow me to share some photos of Raila Amolo Odinga in Juba. He had gone there to meet Salva Kiir, and in fact that is a photo that was taken today, the 4th July 2024, and you can see Raila Amolo Odinga there with the President Salva Kiir, and there are some hugs there. You can see Raila Amolo Odinga seated there. So these are friends. So Raila has so many friends in Africa, the heads of state, so many of them, and he is boasting of almost 60%, 70% support from Africa heads of state. Let me first of all give you a brief composition, because the team that is handling all this, working on Raila's CV, first you should know that the team that is, handling this whole thing is chaired by Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Kori Singoi. He's the person who chaired a meeting. In fact, he's the person who's been chairing meeting. So he chaired the first technical campaign committee that was held on Monday. So the point of concern is this delay. Why the delay? Almost 2 weeks, So the question that we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is what occasioned the delay of Raila Amolo Odinga's nomination? And do you attribute the failure to honor nomination based on an initial timeline to the ongoing street protests against the government? Or did Raila Amolo Odinga's statement on Gen Zs and KDF and use of KDF, could that statement maybe maybe could that be the reason why that was the case? Of course, one thing we know about this Raila Amolo Odinga's AUC bid is that the Somalia government had advised Fauzia Mohammed to shelve her ambitions of becoming AUC chairperson. And there's a video I did here, and in that video we talked about that team that was formed between the PS of Kenya and the PS of Somalia, whereby there was some kind of diplomatic agreement on how they were going to approach the maendeleo hizo nchi mbili going into the future. So the result of that meeting is the president of Somalia asking Fauzia to shelve her ambitions. So I could have thought of the ongoing demonstrations to Abiy being the reason why the government literally took a backseat. I could have attributed that ongoing demonstration, because these ongoing demonstrations have given the government rough time. The government has found itself on the defense, against Kenyans. In fact, the youths have put the government on the defense. So the government has been finding itself explaining more and doing little. So William Ruto appears to be someone who is under siege. I was looking at an interview. I don't know how that call it an interview, but it was between William Ruto and the digital team. So there was that kind of meeting, but you see, the meeting was not as live as the one we saw between Ruto and Latif, Dea, and Linus Kaikai. That was a bit live, but the other one was not much spoken about, but it took place. I just saw a video that was shared from Citizen TV. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think one of the reasons why there's this kind of delay ni maybe kunele give and take. Wajua kunele give and take. Wana kama hii issue ya inchi kusupport inchi nyingine, lazima kuwe give and take. Ndio maana unaona kama ile wakati Ruto ilimbidi aende Uganda, wakakutana na Museveni na Raila huko, wakaelewana, wakaongea. Baada ya hapo kilichotokea ni kwamba Museveni ali announce kwamba na support Raila Odinga, tena Museveni akaanza ile ushirikiano wake na Kenya tena kulingana na mambo ya mafuta. So give and take. Maybe there are demands which Raila Odinga had been given, and there are demands which Raila had given the government. So ni give and take, waelewane alafu jina ipelekwe. I think that is one of the reason why hiyo kitu haijapelekwa. Could you say that it's because the CV of Raila has not been completed? Because that team that is crafting the success of this of this position, that team is the team that is working on Raila Odinga's CV and the manifesto and everything, the vision statement and everything. So that team mpaka imalize. So the team is comprised of government side and Raila's side, and I've mentioned some names of those people on Raila's side. But I want you to feel free and go up there and offer your reaction regarding who or what you think could be the reason why the government of Kenya has delayed submission of Raila Odinga's name. So far, AUC has not released any name of anybody who has shown interest in becoming AU's chair. Could that be a symbol that people are now supporting Raila Odinga? In fact, all of them unanimously. Could that be the case? Let's just give it a benefit of time, and time will tell. Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps if you watch this video and not subscribe, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.